Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to run you through a stock I've been an owner in for a few months now, Nutex Health. I think the last few quarterly earnings are starting to paint a picture of how this company is looking to develop over the next years. And just a quick reminder, this video is obviously my opinion and not investing advice. Do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor and I'm an owner of the stock, so take anything I'm saying here with a grain of salt. In saying that, you should probably not take any stock advice from any random person on YouTube. So Nutex Health is a healthcare company that own and operate micro hospitals across the United States. They've actually been around since 2011, and they went public in April 2022 through an IPO. They've performed a couple of reverse stock splits earlier this year in April and July to regain compliance with the NASDAQ minimum bid price when their stock price fell below $1. So when I first started looking at this company, I went to the investor relations page on their website and I found this Nutex Health presentation. Flicking through it, what really caught my eye was the at a glance. So Nutex is primarily made up of two different components: their hospital division, which is where 90% of their revenue comes from, and their population health management division. So it's the hospital division that's really growing. They've got 21 hospital facilities, 4 more to be open later this year, 3 more for 2025. So they are scaling up in such a way that, as you can see from the map, they're not even over half the US already, so there's plenty of room for growth for this company. The one thing I found quite interesting is that their typical facility is cash flow positive within 12 to 13 months. So I was wondering why for so long have they not been cash flow positive, and that's because it appears they've been taking all of their profits and feeding these back into building more facilities and growth. If we move over and have a quick look at the 8K and 10Q that came out just the other day. So recently the stock started looking a lot more interesting. So the company's showing some quite healthy business metrics, including that 25% increase in total revenue compared to the same quarter last year, and a 140% increase in hospital operating income for the second quarter. In the second quarter as well, the company actually posted a net loss of $400,000. This was actually achieved by a write-down of non-cash impairments of assets, goodwill, and their warrant liabilities. So one thing I'd like to point out for those that may not know, in simple terms, the company reported a $400K loss for the quarter, but the loss was largely accounting adjustments. So if we exclude these asset adjustments, the company would have actually reported a profit for the second quarter. One thing that often catches my attention is actually insider buying. So when a company insiders like executives or board members purchase shares, it can be a bullish signal for the stock. So because these individuals have an interest in the company's success. And there have been quite notable insider purchases, especially with the CEO and COO buying shares recently. If we actually have a look at the CEO's compensation package, it's around $1 million a year. And looking through all the purchases that the CEO's made over the last year, he looks to have spent close to that in purchases themselves. So he's almost pouring all of his compensation back into buying shares in the company. At this point in the video, I'd also just like to ask, if you are enjoying this content, if you could please hit the like button. It is a simple action from you, but it makes all the difference to me and this channel as it helps to promote the video within the YouTube algorithm. So the company had a great day on the last trading day, up 27%, and that was when the second quarter earnings were released. You can see it's got around a $50 million market cap now. After the recent rise, it was around $30 million. If we have a look at some of the other stats just over here, the company is currently trading below book value, 80% of book value. As you can see, they've had almost a $17 million free cash flow amount on the cash flow statement, which on a $50 million market cap is quite phenomenal. Back to the insiders, you can see 41% of the company is held by insiders, which just aligns their objectives with the other shareholders. If we head back to the investors page and have a look at their 10Q now. So if we have a quick look at the balance sheet, you can see just in the last quarter, cash is up by about $18 million, accounts receivable is up, total current assets just growing and growing. And you can see here, as discussed, the goodwill has dropped from around 17 million to just under $14 million. And that'll be to do with the write-down of goodwill that they had. I'm pretty happy with the total current assets at the moment, around $113 million, as compared with their total current liabilities of around $71 million. They do have finance lease liabilities, which are long-term leases of around $226 million, but long-term debt of only $22 million. And this is down from $26 million in the December quarter. It's also nice to see the total equity increasing from around 79 million up to around 82 million. I did like how NUTX had broken down their revenue. The fact that you could see that only 4% of their revenue was from customers choosing to self-pay. Everything else was paid from insurance, workers' compensation, or Medicaid, Medicare. That just reassures me that during an economic downturn, the self-pay component, where someone may choose to have an operation or not, is only 4% of their revenue. So thanks, that's pretty much a quick overview of Nutex Health and its recent performance. Please let me know any of your thoughts on the company down in the chat. I'll be keeping a close eye on Nutex Health and will provide updates about the company in the future videos. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to get updates on Nutex or any other companies that I have on my radar. See ya.